the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now
hey guys, hope you're having a great week. Just got back from washing my truck, and there's an airport nearby, and I literally saw these A-10 fighter jets flying over the airport. They're flying in formation, which caught my eye, and then they're doing like some military evasion maneuvers and stuff. I was kind of weirded out at first. I was like, what the heck is going on? Then went to the truck stop over here, and I was asking one of the guys, I was like, is there like a military base nearby? And they said there's an Air Force base just a couple miles away. So that explains stuff. But at first I saw it and I was like, what did Biden do? But yeah. All right, good morning. We are at United Rentals, and we're gonna pick up a boom lift. So I just backed up to this loading dock. You have to have all the safety gear: hard hat, glasses, gloves, reflective vest, long pants, and boots. They're very strict about their safety here. They even make you take a safety course on loading and securement and all that. And it's about 12 bucks. It's not expensive. You do it one time and it's on file. So this is my second time at this location for United Rentals. My first time backing up to this. That was good. I did good. I'm learning. But yeah, let's go inside, get our paperwork, and try to get loaded up, because it's 33 degrees out here. It's freezing, it's cold, it's miserable. So let's get going. Okay, we got this all secured. This thing weighs just over 15,000 pounds. It looks small, it looks light, but it's actually electric. So that's why it's so heavy, because it's electric. The basket we got secured down. We got edge protectors to keep it from cutting. We got 4 chains on every corner, looped, good hook, looped around, all the excess chain looped around. Everything's all tight, secure. There were some keys on the other side for turning it on and off. They said you could leave it in there, but I'm responsible for the equipment. If those keys fall out, kind of screwed, so I took them out. All 4 corners secured the same way, looped around, have a lot of long slack. Should evenly distribute all the weight. Now, right before I pulled the camera out, I did notice something, and I'm gonna let United Rentals know, so that way they can either fix it or leave it how it is. But I found a flat tire, and you know, all these things you got to be aware of and document. So see how this tire, it's all strapped down, looks good. But this tire, you can see it's like coming off the bead, it's all squished compared to this tire. So I'm gonna go notify them of this, let them know. Looks like there's also a big crack in this tire here, so I'm gonna let them know about that. I've been here for an hour and 45 minutes. They took a long time getting everything situated. They had to put a steel plate here because the trailer drops down with so much weight. So they put a steel plate there to make the drop down more manageable. And then here's the actual plate. It actually says 14,225 pounds. So a little bit lighter than what they quoted. But yeah, I'm gonna go inside, let them know about this tire, see if that's something they want to fix or resolve. It looks like they even have paint around it, so looks like something they're aware of. But I definitely don't want to ship this with a flat tire and have someone bitch and complain, and you know how it goes. All right, guys, so this one spiraled out of control real fast. So United Rentals was under the impression, or at least their employees, their service guys and all that, were under the impression that this was going to another United Rentals. So they were like, oh, it'll be fine, they'll fix it and all that. And no, it's actually going to a customer. I'm trying to put this key back in before I forget. So after getting all that clarified, they said, nope, we can't send this to a customer with a flat tire like that. And then called the broker. Well, before I called the broker, the yard guys were like, oh, this is 6 inches of clearance right here. This guard right here holds on these bolts, and this is actually the battery. So if my ramp touches this at all, it could snap those bolts off and the batteries. So the yard guy was like, oh yeah, it'll touch and I'll slide down, no problem. But the maintenance guy said no, like, these are electric. And then he explained it and I was like, oh no, I don't want to do that. So he said hard no, they don't have any equipment here. United just bought one down the street from Hertz, so like a mile away. So I called the broker, said, hey, you know, United says this is a canceled load, they don't have replacement equipment. The brokers called them and he said, well, they just bought one down the street, you can go pick that up. And I said, well, that's all great, right? But I'm getting mixed information on whether I can unload this equipment safely. And I've at this point I've lost all of the confidence in unloading it, right? It's got a short wheelbase, 6 inches of ground clearance, shouldn't be any problem. But when the maintenance guy told me about the batteries and all that stuff, all the confidence went out the window. And then after talking with him, he was like, hey, so you know, since you're delivering this to a customer, do you have a harness? And I was like, no, the customer should unload it. He's like, well, it's going to a job site, there's no guarantee that someone will be on site to actually unload it for you. So you have to have a harness, meaning me, and you have to be certified through United Rentals to operate this equipment. And so then after that whole speech, that's when I was like, okay, I'm done, like I'm out, like I don't want any part of it. The broker was pushing me hard to pick up this other equipment, and I just explained to the broker, I said, look man, like I think it'll work, I think it'll be no problem, but all the confidence has gone out the window. And because this is electric, if it hits or budges and breaks those bolts, me and you are gonna have a claim, and I don't want that. To make this load was paying 550 bucks. It was like $3.40 a mile, so it was a good paying load. It's just a local run, it's like 160 miles. I was gonna make, you know, 300 bucks on it or so, maybe more, maybe 350, probably 350. But that is not worth a claim on your account. So just keep all that information and just be conscious and aware of what you're doing out here. All right guys, we got ourselves a local run. It's a bunch of assorted steel parts that are gonna get galvanized for a building of some sort. But the biggest thing was, you know, making sure we had edge protectors, had some cardboard in between here so there's no rubbing of the metal onto the strap. That's what took the longest, you know, where there's no edge protectors, use blankets. I did have to belly wrap this beam that's in the middle because it's like right in between the elevations, so there was no real way to secure that. So 2 belly straps. It moved, and when I was tightening it down, and looks like it found its home. It is pretty snugged in there, so should be pretty good. Edge protectors up top, some more cardboard in between here where it could be touching or vibrating, because vibrations on sharp objects is what's gonna cut everything. So yep, just got odd pieces here and So just wanted to show you guys this, and it's taken way too long. Let's get on the road.